Up, y'all? What's going on? It's your man Ken Billions. Happy Monday, top of the week. Yo, don't be afraid of Mondays. Attack it hard. It's all good. Even if you don't like your job, go in and put an honest days in, grind, because it get greater later. My name is Ken Billions. If you don't know me, if you do, what's happening? If this is our first time meeting, what's up? I got game for you today. Today, I'm banging on healing culture. Today, I'm banging on the concept of trauma porn, and all that shit. Because I want you to turn your pain into a hustle. I want you to turn your pain into profit. But before I even get into the game, you see that right there? That KenBillions.com. Make sure you check out KenBillions.com for exclusive content from the kid that's not nowhere else in the world. You understand? None of it is on social media. Go over there and grab some of my ebooks. Go over there and grab some of my music. Go over there and check out my video library. People that's on KenBillions.com is getting gamed up quick and fast while everybody else is dragging their feet, while everybody else is stagnant. Make sure you go to KenBillions.com. You know why? Because fair exchange, say it with me, fair exchange, no robbery. You feel me? Because if somebody come and give you some game and you don't put nothing down, that's robbery. You don't want to be no game thief, do you? So if somebody give you something to help your legs do this, you owe that man and you owe that woman. You feel me? Pay for game. Checks and balances matter, okay? So make sure if I say something that you agree with, something that you feel, something that you go, it's something that make you say amen, make sure you go over to KenBillions.com today and become a member. You feel me? So check this out. I really have an issue with the culture now of everybody. You know, it's about everybody want to talk about trauma. Everybody want to talk about healing, trying to be better human beings. But it doesn't matter because what happens on earth stays on earth, right? Instead of trying to figure out to be a better human, instead of looking for a safe space so you can vent, why don't you take your experiences, the so-called trauma, the so-called rape, the so-called molestation, those things that really bother you, the things that trigger you, the things that you're making excuses for, why you can't love, why you can't get over the hump, why you can't move forward, why you can't finish projects, the things that's really affecting you, why don't you take those things, those memories, and package it up like dope and sell it? I'll give you an example. A lot of people have been touched on by uncles, cousins. A lot of people have had sexual things happen to them in their life. And those sexual things have made some people reclusive. Those sexual events have made some people timid. Those sexual things have made some people very unsure about themselves. But what people are not realizing is that so-called trauma that you've been through, that's your way out. You got to go in to go out. That what you've been through, your father beating your mother, coming from the hood, poverty, being homeless, a teen mama, going to jail, those things that you've been through, that's your way out because that's your story and you have something to sell now. Look at what Tyler Perry did with his so-called trauma. Tyler Perry has admitted that things have happened to him as a kid. Now, he could be a loser and be searching for a safe space, trying to vent, but you know what he did? He went in to come out. He took his experiences that he'd been through and look what he leveraged it into. He gives people jobs. He has a studio. Tyler Perry has officially thrust himself into legendary company. Why? Because he took his so-called trauma and he turned it into millions of dollars. Now, who would you be if you didn't go through that? A worm. Who would you be if you didn't go through the rape? You would be a female with no story. Who says your life will be better? Who says that? Stop letting people trick you into thinking that there's something wrong with you. Yo, you don't have to look outside for no hustles. You don't have to look outside for no schemes and no plots. You sitting on the fire all your life. That thing that happened to you when you was 5 years old, you can sell that. You can put that into a blog. You could put that into a movie. You could put that into a song. And guess what? People will eat it up. Look, we're in the death realm. You understand? You have to be you have to have something affecting you something has to affect you to have influence over the world. Helen Keller was blind and deaf. Do you think she would have made history at that time as a woman in America if she didn't have those handicaps? I think not. Josephine Baker came from a impoverished background. She was a victim, visually, of the St. Louis riots. Do you think Josephine Baker would have went on to own a chateau, to be world-renowned entertainer without experiencing the trauma that she experienced in St. Louis? There is no Tina Turner without Josephine Baker. There is no Beyonce without Josephine Baker. There is no Rihanna without Josephine Baker. These women are standing on the back of Josephine Baker's pain. Now, Josephine Baker could have been a loser looking for a safe space to vent. She could have been a loser looking for a safe space to just talk to anybody that'll listen. Check this out. Don't be an attention whore. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Attention whores look for any ear that'll listen to their problems. Attention whores look for anybody that'll give them some energy of nurturing. They will hop from phone to phone, from inbox to inbox, from meetup to meetup, church to church, looking for anybody that will listen to their problems. And you can give them some game. Guess what? They're going to be right back in 2 months on your line talking about the same exact thing, because they didn't want to fix the issue, because the fix is the hustle. They didn't want to fix that. They didn't want a cure for their psychosis. They wanted to talk and they wanted to vent. You don't believe me? Scroll down your timeline right now, and it's people that are using their social media for venting. And it's a vent with no call to action. They don't have a book to sell. They don't have a link. They don't have a blog. They don't have a product. They don't have an album. They don't have anything. They use their timeline to vent. And they wouldn't put it there if no one gave them attention. They want attention. They want people to hop on the timeline or the comment section and be like, we feel you, bro. We feel you, sis. We're here for you. Blah, blah, blah. Check this out. If you hear from me, then put some money in my pocket, because I'm mashing for my rations. I don't need no compliments. I don't need no pats on the back. What I need for you to do is walk your ass over to kenbillions.com and get on that monthly membership. Excuse me. And what you need is a product to sell, right? A URL, a campaign, a call to action, an email list, because that horrific thing that you've been through is the thing that'll change your tomorrow. It's the thing that'll change your season. It's the thing that'll change your person, places, and things. You might have looked at yourself as a victim. Why? Because we're in a victim culture where people want to sell that thing to you where you feel bad about yourself, especially when you're black. Okay? The biggest hustle in this country is oppression. All right? Slavery, Jim Crow, school to prison pipeline, Donald Trump. If all else fails and the dope ain't selling no more, you could always go to oppression. 400 years of slavery, sex farms, buck breaking, blah, blah, blah. Check this out. Fortune favors the bold. Who are you going to be? Are you going to be the person in life that something effed up happened to, and when your story is told, you took that, bagged it up, and turned it into an empire? Or you gonna get in the corner on the bench with the rest of the suckers? Which one you gonna do, sis? You gonna be like the rest of the girls, huh? Talking about how you got raped by a man? Join the club, sis. You're not special, sis. Where's your book, sis? Where's your blog, sis? Where's your song, sis? Guess what? Nobody cares. Life is happening to everybody. So what, you a felon, homie? Join the club. And you're black. Life is hard. And okay. And Black Wall Street. And slavery. And okay. And you know that's for sale, right? Guess what? People will buy anything. People will buy anything if you market it, right? So instead of hugging, who needs hugs? Right? You want a hug? Is that what this is about, sis? Your pain is about a hug, right? You want to just cry on somebody's line, huh? Check this out. The reason why you crying on someone's line is because they didn't charge you. Because if they charged you, like I do, 888-565-8734, the Nothing But Game hotline, you ain't going to have time crying. You're going to be too busy looking for solutions for your problems. You're not going to be, my daddy touched me. And you think you the first one something happened to? Huh? It's messed up. But guess what? Check this out. Your life didn't start here. Your life started somewhere else, in the mystery realm, okay? And you picked your life. You understand? This is not random. You were something before you got here. You picked your life before you got here. So that trash mama you got, you picked her. That trash family you got, you picked them. That curse of black skin, for whatever reason, you picked it for a reason, okay? All right? You chose your life before you got here, all right? So since you chose your life before you got here, deal with the things that happen here. You picked it. It's not random, okay? There is no magical deity that just is picking on you. You're going through what you're going through for a reason. And I'm different. I'm not finna tell you that God chose you. God don't give a damn about you. Clearly. You feel me? Do you think whatever creator it is managing the sun and gravity and water gives a damn about you? Nah. Gave you a story, do something with it. Sell it, hustle it, put it in a bag, put it somewhere, put it in a movie, and go get you some money. You feel me? What is it about? You're in America where things are for sale. America supports the business owner. America does not support the consumer. The businessman and businesswoman will always have an advantage over the consumer in America. And you are sitting on a $1 million, potentially $1 billion empire with your story. You understand? You can J.K. Rowling this thing. All right? You can Tyler Perry this thing. Look, man. You see me sweating for you? Go over there to kenbillions.com and get that monthly membership and stop playing and take yourself serious. It's on the screen for you to look at it. Go over there while I'm talking and go ahead and put something down to pick something up. Put a little down to pick a little more up. You feel me? You sitting on $1 million, $1 billion ideal. $1 million, $1 billion empire. You need to be thankful your ass went to jail. You got to outdate. You home now. You need to be thankful you got raped. I know no one never said that to you before, right? You know why? Because people want to read that book. See, they going to tell you, oh, you're a victim. Ain't nobody a victim. Nobody's a victim. Everything happens for a reason. What's the reason? Go ahead and get you some paper. How can you go through all the BS in your life and then go work a 9-to-5 for somebody when you sitting on some fire? How can you go and work a 9-to-5 for somebody and you got boss potential because you done been through the trenches? When you gonna turn your story into profit? When you gonna hustle your pain? When you gonna hustle your trauma? When? When? Don't let nobody trick you. The economy is booming. You don't believe me? Watch what happens when it's Thanksgiving time. Watch how many people's outside spending. You don't look how Amazon is doing. Look how Tesla is doing. Look how the market is doing. Why you not getting none of that money? Why you got to go and clock in to somebody tomorrow? What's up with your story? When you going to sell that? Oh, I get it. Oh, I get it. I get it. You like most people. You really care what people think, huh? You like most people. You looking for approval. You want to belong to a group. Huh? You want acceptance so bad. Huh? That you scared to tell your story because of what they think. Why you care? Why you care what bottom feeders think? Why you care what people think that ain't got the answers? Why you care what people think that aren't legends themselves? So you mean to tell me that you pumping the brakes on your life? You scared of other scared people? Is that how it works? Fortune favors the bold. Nature is always going to support the aggressor. So which one are you? Huh? You need to decide right now which one are you. Because we almost at the end of the year now. And I don't need you. You might as well unfollow me. Because I don't need to be affiliated with nobody when the year starts making New Year's resolution. Just finish what you started already. Finish what you started already. Don't wait till the new year to talk about this ain't your year. This is your year. Why you waiting till then? You got a story. Now listen, who said it's gonna be easy? Right? Now you're not gonna make a sale every day? Nah, of course not. You know what I'm saying? People ain't gonna mess with you every day, but just like that drip of water that's falling on that metal. That little drip of water winds up rusting that hard metal, winds up changing the nature of that metal because it's consistent and because it keeps dripping and it keeps dropping. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep dripping and you want to keep dropping. You want to be campaigning. You want to be consistent. You want to keep showing up every day and you want to keep mashing for your ration. They're going to say no, of course, but you turn the no's into a yes by campaigning. You turn the no's into the yes by just being out there and being about your shit. Depending on who you ask, everybody got a story about me. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, there's one thing that's going to be true that they all say. He campaigns, right or wrong. Right or wrong. I'm mashing for my ration. People's going to pay a choosing fee. I'm very consistent with who I am because I'm not out here trying to be a better human being. I'm trying to be a better me, the illest version of me, but I'm not trying to be a better human being. You understand? I'm being honest and true to self. So depending on who you ask about me, they're going to tell you a different story. As long as they tell the story right. As long as they say he goes in. He's going to go in. And I'm going to make somebody's feet do this. Why? Because I got value in myself. I got true knowledge of self. I got true self-esteem. True self-esteem is charging a person. True self-esteem is taking your story and turning it into something. True self-esteem is taking all that garbage, all that muck, all that stuff that done happen to you and packaging it up and putting it out in the marketplace and telling your story. You mean to tell me there's not 100,000 people that's for you in this big old world? You mean to tell me there ain't 50,000 people that'll mess with you? I take it down. There's not 25,000 people around the world that'll buy what you're selling. Let's scale it down. There's not 15,000 people in the world that'll buy what you're selling. Really? There's not 10,000 people that'll buy what you're selling. I'll scale it all the way down right now. I scale it all the way down to a stack. You mean to tell me you can't sell your story for 1,000 people? Just 1,000. Just 1,000. Sell your story to 1,000 people at $100 a clip. I'm sweating now because I feel what I'm saying. And I know it's some people out there, what I'm saying, you already know it. You just needed some confirmation. You just needed somebody to tell you, you know what? Go ahead and do that, bruh. Go ahead and do that, sis. Don't worry about a cold market, meaning family and friends and sometimes spouses to support you. No matter where you at, I don't care if you was hoeing, I don't care if you was a D-boy, I don't care what you've been doing. No such thing as a saturated market. No idea is original. Everything you do, somebody's gonna be there. You want to be a lawyer, so other people being lawyers. You want to be a basketball player, so other people playing basketball. It doesn't matter if the market is saturated if you are the tallest tree in the forest. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many people is in a place. When you're the tallest tree in the forest, you're going to stand out among men. You're going to stand out among women because you out here campaigning. Period. In a saturated market, this is how you conquer a saturated market. You ready? When everybody is laughing, you got the straight face. While everybody is partying, you study. While everybody is distracted, you train. You train. That's how you conquer a saturated market. We can all be selling the same exact thing. But the thing that's going to separate you from them is that you did the work. You understand dark psychology. You understand tonality and voice fluctuation. You understand that the southern person is different than the northern person. You understand that the West Coast person is different from the East Coast person. You understand that the Midwest person is a gumbo pot of everybody. You understand? In a saturated market, you gotta get a little dirty. And what I mean is, you gotta understand psychology, and you gotta understand how people function, and you gotta be clear about an agenda. That's the number one thing. You gotta be clear about an agenda, and you have to have a number in mind. You have to have a number in mind. This is important. I didn't even think of this before I started talking about this. Everybody needs a number. All right? Now, I've done this before, but I'm going to do it again. If you have a second, I just need maybe 10 people out there, 10. Type your number in the chat. The number is, how much money do you need to make a month to live the life that you want to live? I need 10 people to put in the chat a number that they need to make a month. 10. How much money do you need to make a month to live the life that you want to live? 10 people. 10. Don't be scared. This is your life we're talking about here. This is your life that we're talking about here. 10 people. Type in the number that you need to make a month. 30K is a great number. You make 30K a month. You make 30K a month. You a legend. You understand? You a legend. 10,000. I'm not mad at that 10,000, but that's $120,000 a year. I'm not mad at that 10,000. Someone put in the chat. I ain't mad at that 10, because you got to start somewhere. But that's $120,000 a year. And the way that America's going, you're going to have to get that up just a little bit. Thank you for participating. But I need you to get that 10,000 up a little bit. It's only $120,000 a year. Cars cost that. There's watches that are more than that. All right? A 10,000 a month would allow you to just buy things. You know what I'm saying? New shirt, new shoe. That's fine. I'm not knocking it. Get it to 15,000. Somebody said 100,000. 100,000 is $1.2 million a year. Now we're talking. Now, with virtual reality and things going viral, it's easier than ever to make $1 million. All you have, something just has to catch on fire, and you got to be able to supply the demand. But the way automation works is, intellectual property can just be downloaded. You don't have to have a house full of inventory. All you need is a website. 100,000. That's our number for real. Everybody that was lower than 100,000, thank you for participating. But we want to get $50,000 a month or better. Are there human beings on the earth making $100,000 a month? Yes, there is. Why not you? Are they smarter than you? No. Is it because they're white? Nope. Is it because they come from inheritance? Nope. Because it don't matter if you come from money, you still got to keep it. You still got to add on to what your father left you. Right? No excuses. If there's people doing these numbers, then why ain't we? What's going on? What's the difference between the person doing the number and those that are not doing the number? Now, some people do got a fix in the game. People say, oh, the system is rigged. Okay, fine. Not for everybody, though. There's people that come from humble beginnings just like you and I. How come they're doing their number and you're not? And it's simple. It's simple. I'm going to give you the secret to why people have more than you. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm going to give you the secret. The power of belief. You ready for the other secret? The ability to campaign. That's it. The power of belief. You got to believe in yourself to talk to a camera and not care what people think. You understand? You understand? You got to believe in yourself to get out there and sell, and campaign every day of the week. That's belief. That's the only thing that's separating those that do, those that don't. Because when you have belief, you have discipline. When you have belief, you have work ethic. When you have belief, you got vision about your life and you're willing to put the work in. That's the only difference between you and them. I'm sorry to tell you. They told you it was something different. They told you it was because of the system. That's a lie. It's belief. It is belief. If you can wake up every morning and believe in a God that you never seen, you never heard, but only inside of your head. You never seen sit down at the table. You know about the God from a book and someone telling you about the God. Now, I'm not knocking that, but follow me. If you can believe in a God that you've never seen, but you look at yourself every single day in the mirror. You can touch yourself. You can self-actualize. You know that you're here right now. You know you get hungry. You know you get worried. You can feel yourself. And if you could believe in a mystery God, then how can you not believe in the reality you? When you have a chance, when you have the opportunity, those traumas that you've been crying about, those traumas that have been bothering you, the mother and father that you've been with, that you've been thinking it's a curse, write it down. Figure how to tell it to the entire world. And you shove that story down their mouth. And you don't take no for an answer. I'm not going to be irresponsible to tell you to quit your job. I'm not going to do that. You deserve better. You don't quit your job. You add on to the income. You quit your job when you double that salary off your hustle. Because these corny motivational speakers and these punk entrepreneurs done told millions of people to quit their job. And they don't even know how to feed themselves. Nah. You don't do that until you're ready. Until you master independence. Alright? Everything that has been happening to you is happening for a payday. Everything that has bothered you because you haven't turned it into profit. Everybody that ever said something slick about you, everybody that ever doubted you, was helping you. They were angels because it gave you a story and it gave you the one up on everybody else. Now you got an edge. Now you're interesting. Now you are a legend. but you gotta walk into it. All right? There ain't no self-worth without income. There's no poor self-worth. It's called worth. If you have self-worth, then that's income. Whether it's $10, $20, $30, $40 a day, that's a start. Sell your story. Use this internet to plant your flag around the whole world. This internet has allowed people in the projects to connect with the whole entire world. Use it wisely. Right? You don't need to heal. You need to deal. My name is Ken Billions, and this is what we do here at Coin Gang Ministries. If you're looking for exclusive content, to find me every day, I ain't here every day. I'm at kenbillions.com. Go over there and get you some of them ebooks, get you some of that music, get you some of that video content, man. Let me talk to you, all right? Don't worry about healing. Be in your dealings. Peace. I love you.